Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Train Tutor. So here in this session we'll see the present simple tense. So when do we use this present simple tense? We use the present simple tense when an action is happening right now or when it happens regularly. For example, in case of habits, okay, I always drink coffee at work. I always drink coffee at work. एंड दिस इज़ माई हैबिट ओके अपने हैबिट्स बताने के लिए हम यूज़ करते हैं प्रेजेंट सिंपल टेंस को ओके जैसे कि फॉर एग्जांपल शी गेट्स अप एट 7 a.m. एवरी डे सो ये भी एक हैबिट हो गया शी गेट्स अप एट 7 a.m. एवरी डे सो वी यूज़ दिस प्रेजेंट सिंपल टेंस इन फॉर द हैबिट्स एंड नेक्स्ट कम्स जनरल फैक्ट्स और ट्रुथ्स जैसे कि द सन राइजेस इन द ईस्ट ये सभी को पता है दिस इज द फैक्ट ओके द सन राइजेस इन द ईस्ट देन कम्स water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. So we all know this. This is one of the facts. This is a general fact. So the sun rises in the east, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. So next comes schedules. Schedules बताने के लिए, okay? Again we use this present simple tense. Classes begin next week. Classes begin next week. Another example, my train arrives tomorrow. My train arrives tomorrow. तो अपने schedules बताने के लिए भी we use this present simple tense. Next comes true in the present. For example, she is 40 years old. Okay? This is a true fact. Like वो lady जो है 40 years की है, तो she is 40 years old. True in the present. We live in India. So right now I'm in India. So we live in India. So in 4 different situations, we'll use this present simple tense, that is for the habits, general facts or truths, schedules, and true in the present. तो नेक्स्ट आएगा इसका सिंटैक्स और पैटर्न सो विल हैव टू स्टडी द सिंटैक्स और पैटर्न टू नो how to frame a sentence for this present simple tense. Okay, so in order to frame the sentence for the present simple tense, we'll have to study the syntax or the pattern. So the first one we'll study about the affirmative sentences और positive sentences. तो positive sentences का जो structure है वो दो type का होता है. Okay, the first one will make use of the base form of the verb और दूसरा आएगा S form of the verb. So verbs क्या होंगे? Like verbs, there are 5 different types of verbs. For example, base form, past participle, S form of the verb and present participle. I'll take the example of write. Base form आएगा write, past form होगा wrote, past participle होगा written. S form of the verb होगा writes and next आएगा present participle. Okay, that is writing. Adding ing to the verb. Write, wrote, written, writes and writing. So base form of the verb like subjects like I, you, we, they will use the base form of the verb. Like I write, you write, we write, they write. Okay. I write, you write, we write, they write. And next, which subjects will use this S form of the verb? That is writes. Write plus S, writes, S form of the verb. He writes, she writes, it writes. So we'll use the S form of the verb. The subjects like he, she, it will use the S form of the verb. We'll see some examples with the help of the subjects like I, you, he. Okay, so the first one here is, I'll take an example. I live in Bangalore. I live in Bangalore. Okay, subject है I, तो इसीलिए verb use किया है base form of the verb. I live in Bangalore. मैं बैंगलोर में रहती हूँ. ओके, मैं बैंगलोर में रहती हूँ. Next, you live in Bangalore. Subject use is you, so we use the base form of the verb. You live in Bangalore. तुम बैंगलोर में रहते हो. Next we'll use the subject he. तो he के साथ में क्या आएगा? S form of the verb. Okay, he lives. S form of the verbs. So already we have seen that the subjects like he, she, it will use the S form of the verb. So therefore we use he lives in Bangalore, you live in Bangalore, I live in Bangalore. He lives in Bangalore. वो बैंगलोर में रहता है. वो बैंगलोर में रहता है. So we have seen the examples with the help of I, you, he. Okay, I live, you live, he lives. And also we have seen how to say in Hindi. So negative sentences. So next we'll see the negative sentences under this present simple tense. So what is this negative sentence? Negative sentences are those sentences which will make use of the word not. Okay. First we'll see do not or don't, and then we'll see does not or doesn't. So do not is used with the subjects like I, you, we, they. Okay, I don't, we don't, you don't, they don't, plus base form of the verb. I don't write, you don't write, we don't write, they don't write. Okay, example. So see this, don't or do not will use the base form of the verb as well. So I don't write, you don't write, we don't write, they don't write. Okay, and next we'll see for this doesn't or does not. Does not also will use the base form of the verb. In case of negative sentences, we have don't and doesn't. So both will use the base form of the verb. He doesn't write, she doesn't write, it doesn't write. So I, you, we, they plus don't plus base form of the verb he, she, it plus doesn't plus base form of the verb. So negative sentences in simple present. So we'll see some examples. I don't live in Bangalore. Okay, I don't. Subject is I, so we use don't. I don't live in Bangalore. मैं बैंगलोर में नहीं रहती हूँ. Next, he doesn't live in Bangalore. He don't live in Bangalore will be wrong. So he doesn't live in Bangalore. The subject he will use does not. Okay, or doesn't. He doesn't live in Bangalore. वो बैंगलोर में नहीं रहता है. They. So they also will use don't. Okay, they don't live in Bangalore. See here, the verb is same for all the subjects, base form of the verb itself. They don't live in Bangalore. वो लोग बैंगलोर में नहीं रहते हैं. तो इसका मतलब क्या होगा? They don't live in Bangalore. वो लोग बैंगलोर में नहीं रहते हैं. Then we'll use the subject she. She doesn't. Again the same thing, base form of the verb. She doesn't live in Bangalore. वो बैंगलोर में नहीं रहती है. So I hope you got this negative sentence with the help of these examples. Next comes interrogative. Let us see or let us understand the syntax or the pattern of the interrogative yes or no questions. See here, in case of simple present tense, the question starts with do or does. Do plus I, you, we, they plus base form of the verb, and does plus he, she, it plus base form of the verb. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I'll have to use plural subject as well here. Two names, more than one person. Okay, so we have to use do, and here in case of does, we'll have to use the singular subject. Singular subject makes use of the question word does. For example, if I say write, okay, base form of the verb. Do I write? Do you write? Do we write? Do they write? Okay, do Tom and Jerry write? Now here, does he write? Does she write? Does it write? Does Tom write? Okay, in all the cases, we are going to use base form of the verb itself. Remember, in case of simple present tense, only in case of the positive sentences, we are using the S form of the verb and base form of the verb. Whereas in all the three cases, we are using base form of the verb itself. Now let us see some examples for this interrogative sentences or interrogative questions. Do they live in Bangalore? Why do? Because here the subject used is they. So whenever they is there, you should use the word do. Okay, you should start with do for the interrogative questions. Do they live in Bangalore? In case of present simple tense, do they live in Bangalore? क्या वो लोग बैंगलोर में रहते हैं? Okay, now we'll see the word does. Okay, does he or she, does he live in Bangalore? Does he live in Bangalore? See, base form of the verb is same. It will not change. For do or does, it will remain the same, the base form of the verb itself. Does he live in Bangalore? Why we have used does here? Because of the subject he. Whenever he, she, it is there, we should use does. Does he live in Bangalore? क्या वो बैंगलोर में रहता है? क्या वो बैंगलोर में रहता है? Does he live in Bangalore? Okay, so we have seen do and does with they and he. So now let's see with the singular and the plural subject. Does Tom live? Okay, does Tom live in Bangalore? So when we translate this, we get क्या टॉम बैंगलोर में रहता है? क्या टॉम बैंगलोर में रहता है? So why did we use does here? Because Tom is the singular subject. Okay, we're speaking about only one person here. सिर्फ एक ही आदमी के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, तो you are going to use the does here. Okay, does, you're going to start with does. Now next, do Tom and Jerry live in Bangalore? So now Tom and Jerry क्या हो गया? It's more than one person. Okay, so you're speaking about more than one person. You're speaking about the plural subject here. So do Tom and Jerry live in Bangalore? So you're going to start with do here. क्या टॉम एंड जेरी बैंगलोर में रहते हैं? क्या टॉम एंड जेरी बैंगलोर में रहते हैं? Why? Because it is a plural subject. Tom and Jerry more than one person. So we have used do. तो इसीलिए do use किया है because of the plural subject. And here does Tom, because Tom is singular subject. Tom and Jerry is plural subject. So we have used do here. So I hope you got this some examples under the interrogative questions or yes or no questions in case of the simple present tense. So which are the two words we are going to use? Do and does to frame the interrogative questions under the simple present tense. So now let us see the WH questions, the fourth form of the simple present tense, the fourth form of the sentence under the simple present tense. So let us understand the pattern and the syntax of this WH questions. तो क्या pattern होगा इस WH questions का? WH means anything like where, when, why, what. Okay, so these are called WH words. So WH questions under the simple present tense. We'll see the pattern. Okay, the pattern will be WH plus do plus IUV, they plus plural subject plus base form of the verb, and see here do plus IUV, they or plural subject plus base form of the verb. So किसका pattern है? ये तो इंटरोगेटिव क्वेश्चंस का पैटर्न हो गया. तो सो दिस इज सेम एज interrogative, but only one thing is to remember is that you'll have to add WH question for this. So you will get the WH question in case of simple present tense. Again the same thing, does plus he, she, it or singular subject plus base of the form is nothing but interrogative question. तो इसको हम क्या करेंगे, WH question add करेंगे तो हो जाएगा WH questions under the simple present tense. So we'll see the example here. Why do I'll take the verb play here. I'll use the word play. Why do I play? Why do you play? Why do we play? Why do they play? Why do Tom and Jerry play? Okay. So in all the cases, it will remain the same base form of the verb. And again, the same example I have taken. Why I have taken for WH plus does. So whenever does is there, we use he, she, it and singular subject. Why does he play? Why does she play? Why does it play? Why does Tom play? So I hope you got the clear idea about this WH questions under simple present tense. Yes, WH plus does plus he, she, it or singular plus base form of the verb. So these are WH questions under simple present tense. So we'll see few examples, few sentences. Okay, why? I'll take the example. Why do I live in Bangalore? Do I live in Bangalore? तो interrogative question है. So you're going to add only why to this. You will get WH question. Why do I live in Bangalore? Okay. क्यों मैं बैंगलोर में रहती हूँ? क्यों मैं बैंगलोर में रहती हूँ? So this was with do. Next I'll take example of does. Why does she live in Bangalore? See here, live is the base form of the verb. It will remain same for all the subject. Why does she live in Bangalore? So because she is used, I have used does and I is used. So we have used do here. Why does she live in Bangalore? क्यों वो बैंगलोर में रहती है? क्यों वो बैंगलोर में रहती है? तो ये क्या हो गया? WH question हो गया. Okay. So why does she live in Bangalore? Does she live in Bangalore? तो interrogative question है. So you are adding why for this. So it will become WH question. So why Tom? See here, why Tom live in Bangalore will be wrong. So I should use the word does or do in case of simple present tense under this WH questions. Why does Tom live in Bangalore? Why Tom live in Bangalore is wrong. So you should use why does Tom live in Bangalore? क्यों Tom Bangalore में रहता है? So why do I live in Bangalore? Why does she live in Bangalore? Why does Tom live in Bangalore? I hope you got this. Okay, I hope you have understood this interrogative, WH questions in case of simple present tense. Very simple. You just have to add WH to the interrogative questions. You will get WH questions. Next, we'll practice some sentences, okay? And we'll convert it into negative yes or no and WH forms. See here, I play football. This is already a positive sentence, right? I play football. Why it is positive sentence? Because there is no not word used in this sentence. तो not word का use नहीं हुआ है तो ये क्या हो गया? एक positive sentence है. तो if we use not, it will become negative sentence. So first we'll convert it into negative sentence. I does not play football or I don't play football. So what is the right answer? Next is WH form. Negative yes or no and WH form. So we are going to convert it into three forms. Negative yes or no and WH. So I play football I don't play football or I doesn't play football. I is there, so we should always remember we are going to use don't. Okay, I don't play football. And the verb play will remain the same base form itself. I don't play football. Next, we'll see yes or no question, how to form a yes or no question. So, do I play football? I is there, so we are going to use the word do here. We are going to start the question with do in case of simple present tense. Do I play football? Very simple. Why? I'll just use why. In case of WH question, why do I play football? So you're just going to add why to the interrogative question and you will get the WH question here. Why do I play football? I hope these three forms are cleared now. Negative, yes or no, and WH. I don't play football. Do I play football? Why do I play football? So let us consider one more example. She goes to school every day. She goes to school every day. So this is a positive sentence. So with the help of this positive sentence, we are going to convert it into three forms: negative, yes or no, and WH. So first we'll convert it into a negative form. Okay. So what happens in negative form? We are going to use doesn't or don't, and subject used here is she. she है subject, तो क्या यूज करेंगे? doesn't का यूज होगा इधर. She doesn't go to school or goes to school every day. See, we have already learned the pattern, the syntax of the negative sentence in case of simple present tense, right? So what was the pattern? He, she, it plus doesn't plus base form of the verb. Here in positive sentence we have S form of the verb, but here in case of negative sentence we are going to use base form of the verb. She doesn't go to school every day. Okay, she doesn't go to school every day. Next is yes or no question. So how to form yes or no question? Here she is there, the subject here is she, so we are going to start with does. Does she go to school every day? Again, in case of yes or no, we are going to use the base form of the verb itself. Does she go to school every day? So how about this WH? In case of WH, we are just going to add WH to this interrogative or yes or no question. Why does she go to school every day? Okay, why does she go to school every day? So again, the same form of the verb, that is base form of the verb. Only to remember here in case of simple present is, only in case of positive sentence we are using the S form of the verb for the subjects like he, she, it, and for the singular subject. But in all other cases, we are going to use the base form of the verb itself. Okay, why does she go to school every day? So we have taken two examples and converted into three forms. I hope this is clear to you all. And I know you're watching. Please do subscribe. Thank you. Thank you for watching.